For the longest time, the AI race was all about one thing: building the biggest, most powerful models. A real sprint. But here in 2026, the finish line has completely moved. See, the new competition, it isn't just about what AI can do, it's about who controls the physical power to create and run it. Welcome to the era of AI sovereignty. We've all been there, right? You ask your AI assistant something, and what do you get? The spinning wheel of death. AI was supposed to change everything, make our lives instant, intelligent, seamless. And it is. But there is a problem, a big one, hiding just behind that screen. The reality check is this. In 2026, our progress isn't being held back by the smarts of our models. Nope. It's limited by the physical world. The entire infrastructure that powers all this amazing AI is overheating, it's overloaded, and it's seriously struggling to keep up. We haven't hit a software bug, folks. We've hit a hard physical wall, and it is running red hot. Okay, so to figure out how we get past that wall, we have to look behind the curtain, into the AI engine room. Because right now, the entire foundation of how we build and run AI is being flipped completely on its head. For years, all the talk, all the money, all the attention went into one thing: training. That's the huge one-time effort of building an AI brain from scratch. But around 2025, the whole game changed. Now, the real cost, the real complexity is in inference. That's the constant 24/7 job of actually using the AI. Think of it this way. Training is like building the car factory. Inference is running that factory, nonstop, with millions of orders flying in every single second. And this slide, this really shows you how our entire definition of good AI has changed. As you can see, we've gone from celebrating raw power, like peak flops or how massive a model was, to obsessing over efficiency. We're now focused on things like tokens per watt. It's kind of like a car's fuel efficiency, right? It's not about having the biggest engine anymore, it's about how many miles you get per gallon. The bottom line is we're now measuring useful intelligence per joule of electricity burnt. And that leads us to the new kingmaker. In 2025, the thing holding everyone back wasn't the number of chips you could get your hands on. It was electricity, plain and simple. Power companies started looking at AI data centers like giant industrial factories, and all of a sudden, getting power allocated, not getting GPUs, became the real gatekeeper for any new AI project. So what happens? Well, naturally, the hardware itself is getting a complete redesign. The old GPU-first model, which was fantastic for training, is just way too inefficient and power-hungry for running AI at production scale. So now, we're seeing the rise of inference-native hardware, custom chips designed specifically for this new, always-on workload. The whole stack is literally flipping over. Now, this infrastructure crisis, it isn't just a technical problem. It's a geopolitical earthquake. It's forcing entire nations to ask a really fundamental question. Do we want to be dependent on another country for what is now the most important resource of our time? The answer has been a massive, resounding no, and that has kicked off the global race for sovereign AI. So, what exactly is sovereign AI? Well, according to Nvidia, it's a nation's ability to produce artificial intelligence using its own stuff. That means its own infrastructure, its own data, its own skilled workforce, and its own business networks. It's really all about self-reliance in the age of intelligence. And the reasons for this are powerful and they're deep. Yeah, it's about gaining an economic edge and protecting national security, for sure. But it's also about making sure citizens' data stays private. It's about preserving national culture with models that are trained on local languages and values. And maybe most importantly, it's about protecting your nation from the shock of being cut off from foreign tech during a crisis. Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, he put it perfectly. He calls this new national infrastructure AI factories. And they're basically the modern version of steel mills or power plants. Data goes in one side, intelligence comes out the other. And he argues that these factories are going to become the absolute bedrock of every single modern economy. And make no mistake, this isn't some far-off theoretical trend. It is happening right now, and it's happening fast. France and Italy kicked off huge initiatives in 2024. Then in 2025, the dominoes just fell faster. India, Japan, the UAE, Saudi Arabia all made massive commitments. The prediction for 2026 is simple. Pretty soon, having a national AI strategy is going to be as basic as having a national airline. So this global rush for self-reliance is kicking off a whole new kind of competition. This isn't just a race between companies like OpenAI and Google anymore. No, this is a battle between entire national technology ecosystems, or what we call stacks. The two big players right now are the United States and China, and they have totally different game plans. The US is focused on exporting its complete tech stack, the hardware from Nvidia, the cloud from Microsoft, the models from OpenAI. China, on the other hand, is using open source models and applied AI to quickly grow its sphere of influence around the world. So if we zoom out a bit, you can see three distinct playbooks taking shape. The US is playing the export and partnership game. China is pushing adoption through open models and tech that's ready to go. And the European Union? Well, it's trying to carve out its own path, using regulation to build a unified Eurostack with a vision of AI gigafactories stretching all the way from Estonia to Spain. Now, this geopolitical competition has a pretty dark side. A brand new kind of threat has shown up, and it's called AI poisoning. This is the deliberate act of corrupting an AI's training data with bad or fake information to secretly change how it thinks and what it says.
Let me break down how this works, because it's scarily simple. First, an adversary just floods the internet with disinformation. Then, an AI, which is scraping the web for new data, just sucks all that fake information up. The model's core knowledge is now subtly altered, or poisoned. And finally, when you ask it a question, it gives you a flawed answer, and you would have absolutely no idea why. This is exactly why having sovereign control over your own trusted data is becoming a critical issue of national security.
So, with all these massive shifts happening, from the hardware itself all the way up to geopolitics, what does it actually mean for you, for your job? How are we all going to work with these new kinds of AI? The big buzzword right now is agentic AI, these autonomous AI employees that can supposedly reason and plan and execute complex tasks all on their own. But this survey from Deloitte shows we're just not there yet, not even close. The vast majority of companies are still in the very early pilot phase. The dream of a fully automated AI workforce, well, for now, it's still just a dream.
And I absolutely love this quote from Sambanova because it just perfectly captures the reality of AI agents today. The ones that actually work well, they're like overconfident interns. Yeah, they're capable and they can definitely get stuff done, but they absolutely need human supervision to keep them from making big mistakes. They're powerful tools, not magic replacements for human expertise.
So here's the crucial takeaway for anyone in business today. Your competitive advantage, your new moat, it isn't having the biggest, baddest model. It's how you integrate AI into your unique business. It's your proprietary data plus your specific process IP. That's your advantage. And this means the winners in 2026 won't just be the giants who build the models, but the smart, agile companies who figure out how to run them the best. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, from overloaded GPUs all the way to global politics. So let's bring it all home. Let's put it together into a clear, actionable playbook for how you can navigate this brand new AI landscape in 2026. Here it is. Number 1, optimize everything for inference. That is where the real cost and the real value are now. 2, architect for sovereignty from day one. Trust me, control over your data and infrastructure is everything. 3, treat agents like those powerful but supervised interns. 4, invest heavily in your own data and your unique processes. That is your real competitive edge. And finally, number 5, focus relentlessly on efficiency. The new winning metric is intelligence per joule. And all of this leaves us with the one big question for 2026 and beyond. As every nation on Earth builds its own AI factory, its own digital bedrock, will this new era of sovereign AI create a more resilient, a more innovative, and a more interconnected world? Or are we just going to end up building digital walls, fracturing the internet and global cooperation in the process? That's the tension we're all going to be living with.